So see guys, in a real time, real infrastructure in real devices and real-time network architecture, if we'll see here in enterprise network or data center network, if anything, like there we have first top of that core layer, and that core layer with attached with some distribution layer switches. This distribution layer switches is attached with some access switches. Okay, this access switches is connected to end users. Likewise, multiple end users will connected to access switches. Likewise, that network architecture will be happening. Likewise, redundancies happen with every device. Likewise, till now we discussed every protocol like HSRP uses, VRRP uses, and where we'll use the routing protocols, where we'll enable the switching protocols. Right. Now we'll discuss some about of firewalls also. The firewalls are connected likewise at top of the in between the ISP in between the ISP to our local area network. Likewise, it will be happen with the help of firewalls. Okay, with the help of firewalls, we can monitor the end users, how they are behavior, how what they are accessing, what they are using the applications, which applications we have to deny. This kind of policies will create in this. There we have zone based policies will create. Like here we'll create like inside zone. Understood. In this firewall will create inside zone and outside zones. Will create one of the zone also, that is DMZ zone, demilitarized zone. In this zone, like our organizations servers in this zone, we have, if you are creating DMZ zone, DMZ, this is inside DMZ zone. In this zone, actually, everything our organization, if for example, it's like your data center, it's a data center network. Now, in this data center network, we have servers, multiple servers. It's a cloud also, you can assume everything. We have in these servers, like we have here DHCP server. It's a DHCP server, you can assume. But this is a DHCP. And DNS. And these are the cloud, our applications are available in these servers. You can assume like that. Likewise, in this DMZ zone only, we'll give the every system up. If this system required a IP address, otherwise you'll create one. This like access points. Can assume this access switches is connected to again access switches is connected to access points AP. APs are connected to some laptops. These all are laptops and some mobiles. Okay, Android mobiles or tablets. Any whichever in organization working with that IP phones, or you can assume like everything where this every devices will get IP addresses through DMZ. In the DMZ we have a DSCP server. Okay, if he is in different branch, different location, if we want to give a IP address, yes, it is possible to will provide with this in this DMZ with the help of IP helper IP address. IP helper address. With that, we'll see that. But in this firewall, definitely will give create a policies whichever in different location persons wants to communicate this DNS server. If different location, we have a different location, one router is there, that router is connected again LAN. Okay, in this LAN we have multiple users. You can assume he want to access his our net, he's working from home, he want to access our network, then it will be possible with the help of remote VPN. Yes, definitely it will be possible, but will create whichever policies who is accessing our network with the help of firewall. In this firewall, there whichever will create like inside to outside and outside to inside policies, which who can access our network. We can create policies in these firewalls, and we can create some modes are there, interface modes like L2 mode, L3 mode, and L4 mode also is there. Application based policies also will create. L2 means based on MAC addresses, who and all access our devices. This AP access point can access our network or not. Those kind of policies will create with the help of firewall. Again, L3 policies, it means will create like IP addresses policies, IP based policies. It's possible with the help of firewall. And we'll check our logs are whichever logs are generated. We'll check with the help of firewall. We'll check in this firewall. This is our we have like legacy firewalls, and nowadays we'll call as next generation firewalls. NG next generation, FW next generation firewall, NGFW, next generation firewalls, likewise, we'll call it. And in this firewall, but in legacy firewalls, will created policies up to L2 and L3. But now in this next generation firewalls, will create a policies like content based policy. If harmful content is there, we don't, our employees don't want to access that harmful content. Yes, we can create those of, we can deny and we can permit content based policies also will create. Okay, and application based policies, L7 policies. Our application layer is nothing but our applications are work in that layer. End user can access applications. Okay, those policies also will create. So the mainly firewall with the help of firewall will create a policies. Okay, I'll show you some labs also next class with the help of firewalls. How we'll create the policies. Okay, but this is our architecture. Like this is our access layer, and distribution layer. This one is core layer. Fine. In this access layer, mainly will connected our end host devices like access points. Again, this access point with the help of access points will give a Wi-Fi wireless fidelity. This is access point is nothing but again Wi-Fi. Okay, with these access points will give a access to reach internet. To this will give with the help of the IP address, DHCP server IP address will give a IP address of this host also. Yes, it is possible. Then only they can reach to the internet. Okay, who and all entire in your our office. Then we have a different floor. In the different floor, we will connect like Cisco access points, or if you are using HP access points, likewise. And access points mainly will work like radio frequency signals, and access points are work mainly frequencies. Like in that frequencies, like we have two types of frequencies in it will be work, gigahertz and 2.4 gigahertz and 5 gigahertz. Okay, what is the main difference in 2.4 and 5 gigahertz? At 2.5 gigahertz, it's for the long distance, it will be access, but it's slow. It will be, we can access with up to 100 meters, you can assume, 200 meters based on the access point. But this is for the small distance, but it's a speed compared to 4.2.4 gigahertz. It's a speed. Here we'll get the less speed, but now coming to 5 gigahertz, it's a speed of, will get the bandwidth, speed of bandwidth will get. Okay, mainly in access points, we'll call it as like they have standard number, IEEE standard number. That is IEEE standard number. In that IEEE standard number, we have legacy firewalls like mainly 802.11x. This is the IEEE standard. In this X, we have like A, like B. We'll verify with this 11A, 802, 11B, likewise 802, 11G. But the number will be in this X, the number will be changed. But what is the different are there? A, B, G. This is the versions. This is all are the versions. Like for example, in this A version started from 19, the legacy firewall. Earlier we don't have any number out there. That is for first Wi-Fi device. In this device, like started from 1996, not 1999, 1996. To it will work up to 1 year. After then the next firewall came in 1998. 1999. This is that it will be work up to they started from 1996 to 1997, but it will be run up to 2 3 years. After then we'll move to A B. Like what is the brand like speed? It will be work like earlier we have like 2.4 gigahertz. It is work, and it will be work like it is also 2.4, and this one also in 1992 they started from 99 only, and 2000 will be made. This also 2.4 likewise, and G after this is for gigahertz. It will be work 5 gigahertz. And 2000 they start they manufacture it. It is in 2000. In 2000 they manufactured. It will be work 5 gigahertz. And some the access points also is there, or they will both. Nowadays we have like 802.11a and a B. This will work in both gigahertz, 5 and 5 also, and 2.4 also. Likewise, nowadays we have latest one is like 802.11ax something. These are the latest ones. Okay, they will work on both gigahertz, and they have like earlier we can use only 2 Mbps speed. These all are the, and this one you can assume 10 after then, and it will be move up to 100 Mbps. But nowadays we are using whichever the our access points, it will be support up to 10 gig, 10 GB, Gbps. Nowadays, whichever we are using, those are Gbps, because of we are living like in 5G technologies. That is the reason. These all are we'll call it as a IEEE standard 802.11.x. Just if they ask you related what is 802.11x means, it's access points. Access points. In your home also you are seeing, we'll call it as a Wi-Fi device. That is actually access point. Okay, where will configure, where will keep that device? It means access layer, or will connect to our direct distribution layer also, if that is two-tier architecture. Then access points too will connect our devices, mobiles or Wi-Fi or laptop, mobiles, tablets, whichever. These all are the about access points. And access, if you have multiple access points, like in organization, in your organization, like you have 1,000 access points, 1,000 access points. In this 1,000 access point, each access point having different SSID. Again, what is SSID? And SSID is nothing but to service set identifier. Service set identifier. Service set identifier, ID. This is the identifier. So in this service set identifier, with the help of service set identifier only, we'll find out the AP. Not AP, sorry. It's if whenever you are connected some Wi-Fi device, every Wi-Fi device having some name, like I can make it as admin, Alim Wi-Fi, okay, and Cisco Wi-Fi, whichever. That if you can check here in your Wi-Fi devices, there you will get multiple Wi-Fi names. Those we call it as a service set identifier, SSID. If you are getting some username, and you should have to give you some username you will give, right? That username is nothing but SSID. In if you have multiple access points and different floor, okay, this is a different floor and this is a different floor. Some one person is there, he work in at first floor, he connected this Wi-Fi. Now he planned to move, I want to plan to eat something, he went a different floor. In that floor, lobby is there and canteen is there. So he went there. So he disconnected through this AP, and then he went there. If he know SSID name, he enabled that password also. Just he went Wi-Fi loss, signal loss. Then he went a different floor. In that different floor, he can able to access with that SSID. It's not a unique of single AP. It will be apply. We can apply it if we have 100 access points in our organization. We'll create that access point. Then only we can track what he is using in this firewall. Then only we can track which applications are there is using. Understood? With the help of access point. Again, where we'll get the entire information. We are connected one server in this also. You can assume here we have a AD server, Active Directory. With the help of what is we call it as an Active Directory. In this Active Directories are maintain the user information. In this Active Directories are the maintain user information, what he is using, everything. Like it is like server only. Understood? So this is the about he can access in different floor also with the help of SSID. That is the SSID. And we can create a password with the help of any WPA, Wi-Fi protected access. Wi-Fi, P means protected, access, access. Wi-Fi protected access. If you want to give the password to access those SSID, if you don't want to give the password also for this SSID, you created one SSID that is named as a for admin person. Just you created admin SSID. If you want to give the password, yes, you can. If you don't want to give the password, some Wi-Fi's will see in airports somewhere. If you went to some Domino's somewhere, they'll give you as a free of Wi-Fi. Okay. Then if you connect that Wi-Fi, they can access entire your what you are using with the help of their inbuilt their Wi-Fi. Sometimes we'll use yes, I am getting the free of Wi-Fi because of we are the fellows like if we are getting something free, definitely we'll use, right? So don't use those kind of things. They are monitoring what you are using. If you are getting a free Wi-Fi, don't use likewise. Fine. They will monitor everything what you are using. So we will use password or no password. If you want to give a password, then we have option like PSK. We'll see in lab PSK. It with the help of having a password. With the help of PSK, will create the password. Password set key. PSK password set key, whichever. And there we have variations like if you are WAPA, we have like WP, sorry, WP A. Like there we have different types of versions like if 2 and WPA 3. Likewise, Wi-Fi password access, mainly with the help of it will be like both are the convert the password at this one is like 128-bit encrypted the password whichever we are using the information, it will be encrypted up to 128 bits. And this is a it is the advanced version like 258 bits, 256 bits password key will be happen. Mainly it will be convert alphabet into special character and add like guys, if you are giving the password, it will be encrypted the information. So encrypted the your password key. It's the advanced one, and this one is the legacy. Before that, we have like WPA, three types. This is all about our password access point. With the help of access point, I will give you that convert everything. And before that, I'll open my lab. See, apart from that, we have a WLC, wireless LAN controller. As I mentioned you, here we have 1,000 access points. Okay. In this 1,000 access point, you cannot give as statically each one the access point. If you are giving likewise, see, I'm selecting one here access point. For example, I'll take one access point, then only you will get. See, this is access point, lightweight access point. Every access point having default SSID. Default, that name is also default. See, they having default name. So if how can I check? They have like, I'm taking here one laptop and one, okay fine, Android phone. Want to connect to them, default is enabled. Wait file. This we should have to take. Before that, we'll remove the it with the help of Ethernet we connected. Now WPA, wireless pluggable cable, WPA cable I have taken and switch on the laptop. Then select here. Is this Wi-Fi don't have default. See, this device having default username and password. Username, it means SSID, default SSID. With the default SSID, they can reach to with the help of the access. They can access this Wi-Fi. This is the default password and username. Default SSID. See, where we'll check SSIDs. So here you cannot configure it, cannot check it. Fine, no issue. See, apart from that, we have a what I mean to is telling you here access point having default SSID. With the default SSID, we can access. If you don't have SSID, we cannot create or we cannot remove here manually. Understood? We cannot remove. For example, here we have every port is on. So they have default username password. But if you want to edit something, if you want to access something for this Wi-Fi, we have like WLC devices. Where will configure it? Where will connect these WLC devices? WLC look like this. These are the wireless LAN controller. In this wireless LAN controller, they have look like this Cisco. Okay. And fine. These WLCs are connected like our distribution layer. WLC in distribution layer. In this distribution layer, we have GUI mode, graphical user interface mode. In this GUI mode, we can create, we can edit, we can enable password, we can generate WPA password, we can create the SSID for this access point, for this access points. We can control also. You can control in different location access points also. Okay, you can monitor entire how many if you have multiple access points. Okay, if you have multiple access point, you can create SSID, you can create anything with the help of WLC, wireless controller. The controller will be attached like our distribution layer. Okay, guys, any doubts till now? In if you want more in brief, we'll discuss in a lab. Till now, guys, do you have any questions? We'll discuss. Do you have any questions? I'll show you the lab. In lab, we'll get the clarity. Guys, do you have any questions? We'll move to the lab otherwise. Okay, I'll ask you something. What is SSID? Abhinav? I'm audible?
Yes.
Okay. Abhinav, what is SSID? Saisri, what is a SSID?
SSID means a service set identifier.
Okay.
Like it is used for WPA Wi-Fi protected access.
When
SSID is nothing but like a name of your network. To put
name
it
of
simple.
the profile name.
Mm.
username or those things.
The name
Fine.
of the net.
And standard Wi-Fi access point standard IEEE standard is IEEE standard.
802.11.
Good. And access points are what based on?
Hmm.
Access points worked based on.
Frequencies.
Okay, good.
Oh.
Radio frequencies. What those are? How many frequencies it will be on? Which frequencies it will be on?
Gigabytes or
Oh yes, gigahertz.
2.4 to 5.
What is WPA?
It's like
What?
a password work progress administration.
Okay. Types of WPA. How many versions or types we have?
2 types, WPA1 and WPA2.
One more also we have WPA3.
3. Yeah. One is to improve the security network, and one is to increase the protection of the data that moves within them.
What is Yamuna? What is WLC?
So, WLC, like it basically stands for the wireless LAN controller. So here, it is mainly like it's used for managing and like control the multiple access points like within a network.
Okay, not within a network. If you want to control the outside of also your network, we can control with the help of WLC.
Okay.
If you have thousands of access points, we can control. If we can create the SSID, we can change the passwords. We can give the IP addresses. We can change the WLAN also. For this, we access point having WLAN 10 under 10. We can change this access point also 20. We can assign with the help of WLC. We can assign the WLANs also. We can create with the, understood. Fine. Good.